Our AskReddit. Why did that one kid get expelled?
He kicked my friend in the ass so hard it broke his tailbone. He literally broke my friend's ass.
Our friend of a friend broke his finger after sticking it on another dude's ass. Not related, but wanted to say it anyways.
Thanks for sharing this information with us, sir.
He sprayed another student with Zippo fluid and was attempting to set the student on fire when he was tackled.
I had a friend at my private school who basically got asked to take a year off. Spent that year at a private military school, shaping up. Told us later that one thing that helped him do that was learning that what he had done to get there was nothing compared to what some of his classmates did. One kid had, at a boarding school, locked another kid in his dorm room with tons of paper, then lit the paper on fire as a joke.
Russian exchange student in high school. Chased a squirrel, caught it, it bit him, so he swung it by the tail against a tree. He was expelled for having a detailed map of the school with locations where he wanted to place bombs and a list of students he wanted to kill and how he was going to do it.
Well, that escalated quickly.
Planned a food fight that turned into a riot with property damage and then fled from the police.
At a high school near me, 20 years ago, the senior class decided to have a food fight at lunch on the last day of classes 1 year. Turned into a riot with the school locked down for the whole afternoon, kids frantic on cell phones, even then, with their parents because they had no clue why this was happening, and the state police and about 20 other local law enforcement agencies deployed to the school. The school expelled 12 of the graduating seniors, very difficult to do for a public school, but not impossible, and barred about the same amount of others from taking part in graduation.
The final straw was when he lit a cigarette in French class and refused to put it out. Smoked it all. He was 13. I see him every now and again and he's a mess.
Just method acting to know French better.
Walked out of English class to talk to another kid in the hall. The teacher was real lax, so she didn't care he walked out to talk to this guy. Fight breaks out in the hall. Teacher runs out, other teachers come help break up the fight. One teacher asks the kid that walked out class why they were fighting and he said he stole my weed. Kid who left class was selling and the kid in the hall tried to walk off without paying. Any other BS excuse would have just got him suspended.
Playing kickball in gym class, kid kicked his shoe off and his bag of weed came flying out right to the teacher's feet.
I was in the theater department back in high school. One day at the beginning of our acting class, the teacher came in and told us all to sit down. This one kid sat in the middle of the front row, and as he took his seat, his glass weed pipe fell out of his pocket and clattered to the floor. Everyone is silent for a moment. Then the teacher just goes, "All right. I'm gonna go out in the hallway for 30 seconds, then I'm gonna come back in and we'll try this again." Walked out, walked back, and 30 seconds later, like he said, saw that the pipe was no longer in evidence, and class proceeded like normal. Or as close to normal as theater classes ever get.
Look, man, if you started kicking kids out for smoking weed, there wouldn't be a theater department left.